All right, it's 9:03. I think we can begin. I see we do have a lot of our team and Laura for this Podman Desktop community meeting, August 28th. Let me see. I can start with the agenda. Give me 1 second. Oops. All right, welcome everybody. Let's begin. We have two things to the agenda today. First would be the PostgresQL extension demo. Philip would be doing that. Philip, are you still okay doing it, or should I just put the recording that you had put together?
I would prefer to play the recording, yes, please.
Will do. And followed by that would be our new release, 121, the updates for that. Let's start with the recording. And if there are any questions, Philip should be able to answer those. All right. Can everybody see the screen, right?
Yep, we can see it.
Yes, it seems we are missing the audio, Jutta.
Sorry, what was that, Simon?
It's supposed to be audio and comments in the video, and I don't hear it.
Okay, let me restart and see.
When you share your screen, there should be a checkbox to say add audio. So that's how you turn audio on for sharing in Zoom.
Yep, it's on. Let me give it a try one more time.
Okay.
Window. Okay. Oh, you're right. It says to share audio, you need to share the tab instead. There you go. Let me restart it.
I will present you an extension for podman-desktop to manage your Postgres instances. To install the application, for now it is not in the catalog. You can go to this page on GitHub, get the URL for the image to use, and on the extensions, use the install custom, paste the URL, and the extension is now installed. So at the beginning, the page is empty. So the purpose, when you develop and you want to have a Postgres instance, there is a Postgres image for Docker, which is very useful. It is provided for development mainly, we will see why. And so to start an instance of Postgres with this image, you can use this command, so run the Postgres image with at least a password, and there are a few other environment variables to define the username, the DB name, and so on. So let's start from Podman desktop. I have a Postgres image already locally, and so if I run this image, I have to provide the environment variables. The password will be my secret. The user will be user1, and the DB name will be my app. I think there is enough to start the Postgres instance. So the instance is running. Now, from the command line, if I want to access the instance, I'm not really sure what to use. So the first thing useful from the extension is now you can see that the deployment of Postgres has been automatically detected. And if you go to the details, you can get the URI needed for connecting to the instance from PSQL, for example, or for your application. And so now I can connect to my database. I have a very simple SQL to create table. And so my table is created. Nice. So the next thing would be to have a pgadmin. So pgadmin is a user interface to manage your Postgres instance, and it is not straightforward to install, I would say. So the extension provides you, when you are into the containers list, an extension can provide some custom entry, and so it provides the start pgadmin entry, and with this it will start a container with pgadmin automatically configured with the parameters to connect to this database. It will take a few seconds to start, and now it is started. We can go to the page, and we can see the my app database has been correctly created, and into the public schema we should have my accounts table I just created from the command line. Okay, that's pretty cool. After that, if you don't want to, you remember I have created the Postgres instance by passing the environment variables, but with the extension you can make this in a simpler way. So let's stop everything for now. I don't have any containers running anymore. And now from the PostgreSQL extension, there is a new service button. I will do the same thing. I will create a PG2 container with a Postgres official image version 17. Instead of environment variables, I have more meaningful fields. The database name will be my app2. The user will be user2. I can run on any port I want, and the password, which is mandatory. And more than that, I can give script. So I can add an SQL script, and I will put inside it my create table script. And I will click to have pgadmin configured automatically on the 8080 port. And I think that's all I need. We can check on the container page. So now a pod is created. It is a podman pod which has been created, containing the Postgres container and the pgadmin container. And if you go back to the list of services, you can see the URL to access the admin. It should take a few seconds to start again, and you can get the same way the URI to connect to it. So now you can see the admin is started, and we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created. And we can see the my app2 has been created and into the tables, my accounts table should have been created also, thanks to the script we have provided. So that's it for the presentation. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Philip. Thanks for recording this. Anybody had questions that maybe you could answer?
I would like to add a precision. I said at the beginning that I would explain why it is for development mainly, because when you set the password into the environment variable, it is not safe at all. You don't want to use it for production for sure, because the environment variables are displayed in the logs everywhere. So it is only for development, this way of running Postgres, and for production there were more secure ways. But I think for development, when your data is not secure, if it is fake data, it is. I think it is a way most people use Postgres locally for development. So that's it.
All right. If there are no other questions, we could move to the 121 release updates. Iri, do you want me to share the slide or you would be doing that?
If you could share the slide, I would appreciate it. And we can have a look at it.
Can you guys see the screen?
Yes, it works. So hello, everybody. I'm about to give you an update on the latest release, 1.21. It's been a successful release with some data. I'll tell you some data from the GitHub. There's been 13 new features, 58 bug fixes, and more than 240 commits. This includes dependency updates, chores, refactoring, other fixes, documentation, some visual changes, and so on. So it's a lot of work that has been done. So great work, everybody participating on that. As for some highlights from the release, there's been updated dashboard notification design. This is part of some visual consolidation effort that is happening. So you would basically feel like still working with the same app in the no matter whether you are in extension or on the dashboard. So that's one thing. Another thing that is worth mentioning is that now you will be notified when you have multiple Podman installations. So for example, if you install your Podman from Brew and from the website, you will be notified about two conflicting installations, or not conflicting, but it may cause some inconsistencies while running some actions. The Podman itself has been updated to 5.6, so using the latest now, and also an update to providers. libkrun is now the default provider for a Podman machine when you create or initialize your new Podman machine. So on Mac, you will see this as the default option. I would really love to show you something live because what could go wrong with live demos? Yeah, let's see. I think I'll find out something. So if I can take over the sharing, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So not too many features that are demoable here, but what you can see here is that I've got my 1.21 and I don't have my Podman set up at this point. You can see that in the new style. So this is the new style of the notifications, most probably what you are used to from the AI Lab and maybe a few other extensions. So this style will eventually be shared across the whole app. I'll use this to demonstrate another thing that I just mentioned a few moments ago. I will initialize a new Podman machine. And what I want to show you is that I did not change anything and I'm defaulting to libkrun. I'm on Mac. And this one is selected as a default. The main reason for this is that usually, or it may have been happening very often that you had your Podman machine set up using Apple HV, then you tried to run something in AI Lab, and you got that pop-up saying that it would be better to have a GPU-enabled machine. So it makes sense to enable the libkrun as a default. So let's create one. Oh yeah, how could I think that it would go without an error? Demo. Yeah, that will do the trick. It was an easy one, luckily. Let's give it a few seconds, and I should get a new Podman machine. Yeah, let's set it as a default.
Hello, everyone. Some good news.
And that's it. So the notification is gone now. What else? You can see Podman is running 5.6. I don't see the notification here that I'm running multiple instances of Podman, so I'm good to go. Maybe one more thing that came to my mind right now, and hopefully I'll be able to show you, is there's a way how you can. So recently, when you were creating a kind cluster, there was often an issue that the port you were trying to use was already used by other services. Right now, there is an improvement there that the ports will be detected automatically. It will basically find the closest or the nearest free port for you, and will use it in case you in case the default one will not work. But something is happening here, and I have no idea what. Anyways, the demo would be only about showing that it picked the right port. And I believe that's it for me, and I will need to figure out what is happening here with the creating new kind cluster view. Are there any questions at this point? Or anything else anyone would like to add? Would be great, but yeah, this is for me at this point. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eli. I think that is very helpful to just get a overview of what went in for 121. Yeah. Vladimir mentioned that it probably Podman machine stuck in the starting state. So that could be the issue. But yeah, I think live demo was fun. Thanks again for doing that. All right, so this gets to the end of our meeting. Today was a short one, but hopefully for next month, which is going to be on September 26th, 9 to 10 a.m. EST, would be our next community meeting. And I'm hoping to have more presentations and more info and more people joining in to have some Q&A happening. Other than that, if anybody else wants to add something? Going once, going twice.
I have a question. When is the next one?
It's on September 26th.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining for the time. We'll see you next month.